What the fuck? I can do this shit. Watch this.
Yo, you already know what the fuck going on. G-Hunter representing Talk This Time, represent Mass Coalition. This is another motherfucking episode. Yeah, plenty of work, yo. Plenty of motherfucking work. Got another special guest. Introduce yourself, Brody.
Hell yeah, it's Dae Heat, man, the one and only, the only one. Word. DAEHEAT official _ Dae Heat on all platforms, man. Mr. 43AD, and I'm here with number 2 or number 1, whichever one, man. Depends on which one of us punch you in the face first, man. More Beezy's here, man. So, you know what I'm saying? 43AD's the movement, man. So we outside making shows, doing shows, you know what I'm saying? On the 16th, we got a show, so I ain't gonna bore you to death. I could talk to you forever, but yeah, that's who I am. So
that was the craziest introduction. You would have thought you practiced that shit.
I would have thought I did too.
That shit was mad smooth, bro. You didn't have no typos, no fuck ups, or nothing. You just, and this thing came in with his fucking,
That was the ad-lib.
Crazy. How you feeling on this Saturday, bro?
Yeah, just cooling, bro. Did the just cooling, man. Fucking did the show. Nah, I didn't perform, but I went to that shit yesterday. The Tzatziki shit. That was in Providence. Where Biggie performed. Biggie put it together, whatever. Tzatziki performed. I ain't gonna hold you. I like that song. Most of the female songs I don't really be rocking without telling my females to turn that shit off in my car.
There you go.
I can't really jack that shit, but
why not?
I don't really want to hear about another bitch sucking everybody's dick. Like,
for sure.
Yeah, like.
Very valid.
And then I got a daughter now, so it makes it even worse.
That's very valid.
You feel me? Like, I just really don't want to hear that. And then for me to condone this, like, I'm promoting it. So when people hear me condoning this, like, one, there's two things. Like, one, if I'm bumping a bunch of females, dude's gonna be like, is this dude gay? And, you know, to each his own, but I'm not. You feel me? And then number 2 is like, well, do you believe this shit?
Nigga, do you believe this shit?
Like, nah. You feel me? Like, nah. I don't know.
Hey, yo. So give the people a little background of who Dae Heat is.
So that's a good one. Fucking honestly, I've been doing music forever, bro. Like, you know, I don't even call myself a rapper, I'm an artist. And I do a lot of singing, you know what I'm saying? Singing bass music. And personally, I'm just a regular, genuine dude, man, that's just trying to do music and not go back to prison. That's it, really. I spent the last 17 years of my life locked up, and now we outside, you know what I'm saying? And we trying to stay outside. That's really it, bro. We're trying to put on for the culture, put on for Mass, New England, everybody. Not even just Boston, because the whole New England scene need to be, like, highlighted. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like we coming together, we starting to get the unity and traction that we need, and as long as we keep that up, he's going to be a part of that. You feel what I'm saying?
That shit. That's the feeling. Now, I know you said that you spent, majority of your life incarcerated, or whatever the case may be. Give them some advice that you would tell them, people like up and coming rappers, young talented rappers coming, like, how can they stay out of that and not choose that path?
Shit.
You might want to take another hit that one for me today.
I was wondering if I should take a hit or not take a hit on that one. That was so deep. I don't even know. Hold on, I'm gonna take a hit though.
Yeah, bro. You don't worry about it. Look, you've been talking about coming up here. I got some questions.
I've been begging you to come up here, bro.
You feel me?
I started to erase my messages. I begged the nigga so much for the interview. I'm like, bro, I'm putting in the work, because Talking to Town is doing interviews with people who's putting in work. I'm like, bro, check out my Instagram. What you got me on somebody else's social media, son? I'm putting in the work. Look at my shit. I'm putting in the work. You feel me? So here we are, and as a testament to, like, I'm still thinking about the question as like, just to answer that question, like, you know what?
You have a huge following. A lot of people's gonna be looking at you. A lot of people's gonna be taking what you say and how you say it, and basically try to follow the footsteps because you basically paved the way for incarcerated rappers.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So, and shout out to everybody in the jails, man. As long as you ain't rape nobody or tell on nobody, free niggas. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to everybody that we lost. And being a spokesperson, so to speak, for not a role model, a spokesperson, so to speak, for the jails. One of the things that about prison that I would say to deter people is basically just choose your friends and situations wisely. You know what I mean? Because some shit you could do and you'll get away with it because the universe is just how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, the laws of attraction is going to make sure that you straight. And even if you end up in a situation like that, you'll still end up straight. You feel what I'm saying? Yet, there's a lot of shit that people is doing, trying to appease other people, trying to be like somebody else, or just doing shit because they think it's cool because they might have seen it on TV, or even a bitch told them it was cool. And they doing this shit and ending up in situations that they either got to tell in or feel like they can't really fend for themselves in the situation, like a situation like prison, because of something that they should have never did in the first place. So it's like, I just feel like if you take time and think, try to slow situations down and take time and think, it'll probably prevent you from being in a situation that you don't want to be in. And I don't know if it's gonna be, alleviate prison from your future or not. Yet, if you think about what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna be good. Cause some shit, it might need prison. I'm gonna be honest. Some niggas might need prison in some situations that you might just have to do it. And if prison is the result, it is what it is. You know?
Shit. I didn't even want to take the hell of my bypass it already. Now you good. I'll take my deep hit in a second. That was a nice little answer, you feel me? No funny shit. But, I just feel like some artists or some, like the younger generation, per se, the younger generation don't really know how to maneuver out of that. I feel like how can I put it? Like they kind of attract themselves to that. You feel what I'm saying? And they feel like that's what makes an artist. Do you feel like that's what makes an artist? What makes a good artist for you?
The same thing that make a real nigga. Just being you. You don't gotta shoot people to be a real nigga. You don't gotta sell drugs to be a real nigga. You don't gotta kill nobody to be a real nigga. You don't gotta do nothing to be a real nigga, but just be you. That's real. You feel me? Like if you a nice basketball player and you play basketball and you go to the NBA, you a real nigga. LeBron James, that's a real nigga.
Yeah.
I don't know LeBron James for shooting nobody.
Imagine.
But he shoots threes though. He shoots the hell out of a three.
Imagine that you just see an article out of nowhere. Yeah, LeBron James got arrested for 3 bodies back in 2020.
That would make him a dumb nigga.
No, I mean a dumb nigga.
You feel me? Like, you dumb nigga. You was just LeBron James.
Hey, yo. Nah, that is fucking hilarious.
So, like, I just think being you is pretty much gonna highlight your artistry. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you're writing about shit that's not you, it's not gonna come off right when you do the song, when you perform the song. It's just not gonna be right. And people, especially for the people, you start out, right, with the people around you, because those are your first supporters. So if you saying shit and they know it's not true, how the hell they gonna support you?
You can sit down one more time, look in the camera.
Well, yeah, you saying shit that ain't true to a bunch of people that know you, they know it's not true, they can't get behind that. So they're not gonna support you. So if you're wondering why your career is not taking off, it's probably because you're saying a bunch of bullshit. You know? And I just try to refrain from doing that. That's why I don't really rap about designer or sing or do none of that. Like, my songs don't be about fancy shit, really. You know what I'm saying? I talk about the fucked up shit that happened to me, being incarcerated, how I was feeling, you know what I'm saying? How females are dudes now and dudes is females. I talk about shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's a lot of, like, I was about to get unmonetized.
Nah, let's not do that.
I was about to say some shit. Nah, never mind. Keep that to myself, you know what I'm saying? But nah, definitely. There's a lot of, I don't know why. Let's talk about that. Why do you feel like the females have to be the masculine figures that they are nowadays?
Well, I don't think they have to be. Yeah, I feel like it's like,
you got females talking about shooting niggas.
Yeah. So honestly, if I give my real answer, it gets deep. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So the same way that we was influenced by rap music, mm-hmm, and it overtook us and fucked up generations of people, that's the same thing they doing to females nowadays. So it's not an accident, it's actually designed. And the reason why is the females is actually not even their fault. They're being targeted the same way we were being targeted. And nobody could really articulate or pinpoint like, damn, it's not my fault. And you're like, nah, but you shot that nigga, so it's definitely your fault. Yeah, in your mind, even when you're going through the whole situation, you're going to trial, you know what I'm saying? You're doing all of this shit and you know you might have did something that's deemed or looked at as unlawful or illegal, yet you're like, nah, it's something wrong here. You feel what I'm saying? And it wasn't my fault. Well, two things. One, the law It just benefits whoever has money. So shooting somebody is not really against the law. It's only against the law if you're broke or if you're an individual. Kyle Rittenhouse shot 3 people, killed 2 of them, and was never even supposed to be there. He went to trial and then went to the White House. So shooting people is not against the law. Holding guns is constitutional. That's not against the law. Only if you're black, 1, or 2, broke. Because if you're white and you're broke, you might as well be black. So that is a testament to the music. Why? Because the females were the people who was holding us down. Hold on a second. Put that up. The females were the ones that was holding us down. So I feel, and not even I feel, it's actually proof to show you that a bunch of the people who were incarcerated, who came out, because over 90% of the prison population is going to be released into society, right? And when that happened, before my generation of people like me and more BZ got out, dudes were coming home and becoming millionaires, becoming very successful. And one of the biggest things that was helping that or assisting that, right, keeping that together, was the women. The women were actually holding their men down while in prison. Now that's deemed as like stupid. Females, promiscuity is so prevalent in our culture now that a female holding a dude down in prison is like seeing Santa Claus come down the chimney. Right? You're not gonna see that.
That's a fact.
You see what I'm saying? And why? Because that's also part of division. In order to conquer households, you have to divide them. Divide and conquer. That's what it is. So boom, when they divided us and then they attacked the men, we were still thriving because women make us strong. You feel what I'm saying? Even a snake. A snake is one of the sneakiest animals, mammals, whatever. Actually, a snake is a reptile. So a snake is one of the sneakiest things, like pretty much in the world. A snake. Even in the Bible, snake is deemed one of the most sneakiest things. And snakes even do the same thing. When a female comes around, a male snake can actually trick other male snakes into believing that that male snake is a female. It does that so it could trick the male snakes, and then they attack him and he gets a whole bunch of testosterone, and then those male snakes, after he fights them off, are no longer good anymore to the female because the estrogen is connected to the testosterone, and because he fought all of those other snakes, he now has the most testosterone out of everybody, so she immediately attracts him. Right? Why is that important? Well, again, we're talking about females. So if you attack the female,
right? Like no,
yeah,
bro,
if you attack the female, you're gonna get to the male. Now, if you really want to crush them, you want to crush them financially, or like, you know, just stop their culture from pretty much thriving, you're gonna do exactly what they've been doing. They're gonna attack the female, so now you can't make businesses. You can't do anything. If your female's messed up and you're messed up, right? You come out of prison, you don't have no credit, right? You don't have a good standing with anything. You can't even get an apartment, really. Until, well, nowadays they got on programs that's helping people. Yet before, you couldn't even get an apartment. So if that's the case, you and your female is homeless, y'all both messed up, and all she's worried about is dick. Like, what? How do you thrive? You know? That shit is designed, bro. Like, and I didn't mean to get that like deep, but like, that shit is,
yes you did.
Nah, that shit. Well, I slept too. That shit,
real shit.
Yeah, that shit is designed, bro. It's not no accident at all. They put billions of dollars into hip hop, and not the hip hop that we're talking about, like not real rap, not people talking about their life and struggles and shit like that. They put billions of dollars into gangster hip hop, into promoting and perpetuating a bunch of shit that's going to make sure that violence occurs afterwards, right? It's going to promote violence. So now it increases the violence, right? So when you increase the violence in neighborhoods, what does that do? That also makes the property rate go up. Not the value, just living there, right? So boom, the value decreases. Yet for you to live there, because they're going to start kicking people out, it's going to cost you more money. Because now the crime rate has went up, so they got to do a whole bunch of extra shit, like put extra patrol, and they got to spend money. So now they're going to start charging you extra money. They're going to start, now chips went from 25 cents to like $1. Like, that's all, none of that is an accident.
59 cents to be exact.
Yeah.
Shit pissing me off.
Yeah, that's all, it's all about money. When they came over here, it was all about money. They came over here, beat up and killed and robbed and made mad Indians, and then took over Massachusetts, and then it was like, you know what? We want to be the only people to be able to do this. We don't want nobody to come over here and do that to us. Then they implemented laws.
This nigga deep as hell. This is. That was mad deep and educational.
I mean, all I had to do in there was just think, bro, and learn. You feel me? So that's what I did. And I also paid attention to that type of information because it was while I was there. You know? Myself, I went to prison and did 15 years for originally the situation started for me trying to break up a fight. I never professed to anybody to be the illest or toughest nigga ever. You feel me? That's not even in my music either. I'm just a regular nigga. But if you try to do something to me, then I'm going to do something to you. That's it. You know, and that's simple. That's actually a human. That's human, right? That's innate. That's in us. That's the laws of human nature. Self-preservation. One of the first laws, actually. So there's that. Yeah. You know. At the same time, man, I don't really want to I don't know. I want the conversation to be like kind of mellow too. Like I don't want people to be like super duper bored. Like look at this nigga.
First and foremost, this isn't super duper boring at all because you gotta understand. I only asked 2 questions, and the second question I asked made you get into, you know, what you just basically spoke about. So everything you just spoke about, my viewers need to know. People need to understand. Because at the end of the day, people don't come on the podcast and talk about, you know, the things that you just spoke about. You feel what I'm saying? They rather come on and they talk about their music. They rather come on and they talk about, you know, shit that's going on in the mainstream, which we are going to get into in a second. But at the end of the day, it's always okay to take a minute and talk that shit that people need to hear. So
hell yeah.
I appreciate that. Who is calling me? Oh, shit. That's meaning. But, you know, at the end of the day, don't ever say it's boring. It wasn't boring to me.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it wasn't boring to them. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to chop this shit up and drop that shit right on Instagram. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be boring to them neither.
Yeah, well, nah, please. I say that that was ignorant of me. You right. Please, you right.
I got roast some more weed and stuff like that's going on. Let's get into, let's get into some
that's some good weed.
I appreciate that. Yeah. Let's get to some happy shit. Where'd you start doing the music? Or how'd you get into the music and everything of the sort? And what made you stick with the times as the music evolved and as the music changed? I'm not gonna say, I could say evolved, but I don't think this generation of music really evolved from our generation.
It's like
so,
a down.
It's a huge, 100%. So how'd you stick with that time? How'd you stick with, staying motivated with doing your music career and doing, everything else?
I started doing music like, no funny shit, when I was probably like 4. And I wasn't like doing nothing crazy, just like trying to mimic music and like everything I did had to do something with music, try to play the drum, like little shit like that, you feel me? And I wasn't like good at no shit like that. I didn't learn how to write music until I probably was in like the 6th grade. I was probably like 13 years old. And I met my cousin Keon, he passed away. May rest in peace. Where come Octane. Before he passed, everybody was calling him TZ Code. So he's actually the person who got me into like organized songs and writing like actual songs. And that's when I started like trying to record music and stuff. So when I would write, or when I would listen to music and I would write whatever, I just always tried to like, not only, like I said, incorporate myself, yet just have some type of like flow or rhythm to it. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the only thing I do to this day. Like I don't really like try to sound like nobody or try to mimic. I just like, if I like a beat and I could say what's going on with me on that beat, then I just record to the beat. That's what I be doing. But that's why I started doing music with him. And then, shit, I was But doing music, like while I was in there, while I was in prison, the only thing I really had for my mental health, because I had stopped taking the medication, they was trying to force feed me medication, and in order to think that that was gonna help me, and all that does is make you dependent. So I stopped taking that, and all I would do, I would write. I write every day. Sometimes I write like 4 songs a day. I had thousands of songs written in me. No lie, I had thousands of songs written in me. The crazy part is they threw most of them shits in the trash. Yeah.
Do you have any did you like memorize any of them or?
Yeah, some of them. And other people be reminding me of them too, cause like while I was in there, I was doing music, like beating on the table and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Dudes, like most dudes remember me from a certain song, like yo, dude, I be like, I forgot I even wrote that shit. But good looks, and then I remember.
That's what we need back, nigga. That old school hip hop, nigga. Banging on the table, freestyle and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That shit. Good times, man.
Hell
Good
yeah.
times. I used to skip school.
Hell yeah.
Allegedly, mom. Allegedly.
Hell yeah. Nah, he never skipped.
I never skipped. I skipped. I definitely skipped. So, like, give me some of your influences that influenced you as an artist and as a person today.
My dad influenced me a lot. You know what I'm saying? Cause my dad do music, he sing, and I love Bob Marley, Tupac, Biggie, Pun, Method Man.
Niggas be forgetting about Pun, man.
Word, Busta Rhymes. Word, like Mos Def. Mos Def was one of the original people singing and rapping, and he was like so talented because he could act and shit like that. And people don't really give him his flowers like that at all.
That's why I'm like, yo, you.
Yeah,
first of all, that list that you just named is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's a crazy list. I could literally bump that shit. Fucking
Yeah, and throw Lil Wayne on there.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I went through ups and downs with Lil Wayne. Like, and I didn't even like him. I went to a point where I loved Lil Wayne, then I started listening to him. I was like, what is he even talking about? I hate this dude. Get out of here. Then I heard he didn't write his raps, and then I found out the reason they said he didn't write his raps is because he just goes in there and says anything.
Right, man.
And I'm like, yo, this dude's amazing.
Yeah. I don't know how niggas be doing that
Yeah.
shit. I smoke too much for that. Why you over there laughing, BZ?
He's amazing.
Fuck you over there laughing for. Hey, we got more BZ in the building, bro.
Yes, we do.
We'll be doing this interview real fucking soon. But this nigga over there laughing, nigga. I want to laugh too, nigga.
Yeah, what's so funny?
Yeah, what's so funny?
You don't want this?
Yeah, this nigga high, nigga. Yeah, I want this.
He say it's daytime.
This nigga laughing about. I said that shit like 30 minutes ago. Hey.
I told you some good stuff.
Nah, this nigga, I really don't be seeing BZ in the daytime, bro. Like, this is really crazy.
No.
This nigga I only see him at nighttime, bro.
That cat's gonna come on today.
This nigga is Blade. I swear to
Might
God.
be.
This nigga is Blade. Nah, that's my guy. Nigga, Michelle loves me since day one, since we tapped in. You have too, actually, nigga. No funny
I
shit.
definitely
No
try
funny
to
shit.
support, bro.
Definitely, bro. Definitely
That's
appreciate that.
I definitely try to support, bro. And then when I can't, it'd be reasons.
Like be lifing.
You feel me?
Like be
Like,
motherfucking lifing, man.
It'd be reasons.
Okay. Let's take a look. I got pay some bills real quick. Hey, yo, this episode is sponsored by Undeniable Sound. The best thing you could come to in Mass. Make sure you tap in with Fly Uzi. He's literally filming this episode right now while talking to my other guest that we're about to bring on in a second. So make sure you tap in with Undeniable Sound. Make sure you tap in with Fly Uzi. The link is always in the motherfucking bio. You feel me?
Make sure you tap in.
Just have to get that.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, what? Yeah, man. So what's like one thing that you would like to see change in the music industry?
Change?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Ooh, whoa. That's a first. Why
Yeah.
not nothing?
Yeah, nothing. Cause I think it's set up the way it's supposed to be set up. I think that people who want something bad enough should fight for it, and they should go out and they should do everything that they can to get it. Because if you do that, you're gonna get it. It don't matter if you believe in God and you believe that God's giving it to you. That's probably true, right? Because if you're praying and everything that you're doing is aligned with what the Bible says or what God is telling you to do, and you're doing that and you end up being successful because of that, well, yes, God did that. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, if you don't believe in God and you just put in the work that it takes to get to where you need to be, You did that. Either way, it's gonna get done. You just got to put in the work. So I believe that in order to get in the game right now, that we, even 43 AD, me, more BZ, y'all doing the work. People know who Talk of the Town is. Why? Because y'all put in the work. If y'all don't put in the work, nobody's not gonna know nothing. I'm not gonna be begging, hitting up your Instagram DM and you saying, hey, yo, put me on the show. What show? You niggas don't do nothing. You niggas don't put in no work. If you in the hood, like if you're not putting in no work, nobody gives a fuck about you.
That's a fact.
Right? Niggas is putting in, if you want it done, you want it bad enough, you're gonna put in the work. Look at all the people who's known. They put in the work. A-Zip, he's putting in work. People know who he is. Yeah. Charlie Jizzle, people know who he is. Why? These niggas is putting in the work. More busy, they know who he is.
That nigga be at all the show. Why am I saying that nigga like
Yeah.
that right here? Nigga be at all the showcases.
Talk of the Town, Bad Gents. People hear the same names over and over and over again because those are the people who's putting in the work. That's not no coincidence. There's leaders and there's followers and there's doers and there's them other niggas. You feel me? Like
other niggas.
You just gotta do it.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro. That's definitely a fact. Like, what's one thing that you look forward to doing in your career that you haven't done yet in your career?
Selling out a big arena. So first we gotta start small, and that's what we doing.
So going to the Garden.
Yeah. Yeah.
Going to the fucking Garden.
Yeah. It's coming. It's not here yet. And one thing about me, like I love when people talk their shit, talk your shit. Like my shit talking is a little different. Like I like to just live in reality, and I ain't there yet. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna get there, and when I do, I'm gonna appreciate it. I'm gonna appreciate the fuck out of it. I'm gonna hope that it'll never disappear because that's what I'm fighting for right now. You feel what I'm saying? So we start small. We got an event going on the 16th, February 16th. No Love Dead launch tour. Show, upon itself, not tour. I'm going on tour in March. That's why I kind of messed that up. Yeah. And that's a New England tour, New England based tour with Cash Flow, you know.
Oh,
you know.
what part of that? The underground tour.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? We'll be there. You shout out Jesse.
Shout out to him. Shout out to everybody on the tour, Kaz, everybody, and all of the people who made it possible for me to even be suggested to be in the tour. Shout out to everybody. Love and respect for that. So that's why I messed that up. Yeah, I'm going on tour in March with them. And on February 16th, me, More BZ, Chris Lee, Ray Sweets, Taz Frost,
yeah, that flight go crazy. That lineup go crazy.
Nim K, Treasure, Mass Amigos, Johnny Bones, you know, DJ Henry. We all outside, man. H&R Films, we all gonna be outside. Y'all gotta come outside. We're gonna be in Lynn at Roma Lounge. You know what I'm saying? We putting in the work and all of that to say like we starting small. And what I want though is to get bigger. That's it. Just keep progressing, keep getting bigger, keep growing my fan base, keep growing, like, you know, like we doing it every day. Shout out to Tasiki. She just shared my shit.
Yeah,
like,
I see that early.
You feel me? Like,
Tasiki.
Word. Shout out to her. They came through, killed it. You feel me? Like, in my word, fan base is growing every day. More busy. Fan base is growing every day. All from putting in the work. We really outside. You see what I'm saying? And like, that's it. Even when I ain't outside, I'm still outside. I'm on social media, heavy. I'm editing films. I'm doing something. Like I'm
working. Like I opened the studio door, this nigga was recording. So I'm like, nigga, what the people was being interviewed, nigga. Like, what the hell going on? Like, nigga been doing promo videos and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, I see you over here working, but it's kind of crazy because you know more beats be on my shows and shit. When the fuck you gonna come on one of my shows, bro?
Oh, whenever. I'm whatever. Yeah, nah, all you gotta do is tell me.
You got him on camera. You got him on camera.
Yeah, nah, word. I mean, and I'm like, no lie. Like, I'm a single man now. Like,
Oh, he's trying to be outside.
You know?
You trying to be outside.
With limits, y'all chicks is crazy as fuck.
Nah, yeah, no funny shit. Y'all be wild sometimes.
Yo, I was like, oh, no funny shit, bro. I was in there that whole time, like, yo, I gotta get out. I'm up to be out here slanging this thing. Bro, I got out here, I was like, hell no, I got to keep this thing to myself. You bitches is disgusting. This shit's crazy out here.
Hey, yo, my nigga was in there plotting like, yeah, I'm about to take this one down.
Yeah.
That nigga walked out like.
It ain't like that. Nah, it ain't. It's different. It's different out here. It is super different. So, Yeah, there's that. But anytime, anytime you want. Like I come on, we could just do it up.
Yeah, I know. I looked at my phone. We started at exactly 2:40.
Let's do it up,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? Nah, that's definitely dope, bro. We got you on camera now, so anytime I hit you over the show, you better be there. That nigga more busy just texting me like, yo,
Yeah,
put me on there. I'm like, all right, bro, I got you.
let's do it up,
Locked
man.
in.
Yeah.
So give me like your 3 top highlights out of your career so far.
The first thing I did when I came out is a highlight. Like just the way I started moving, I just like kind of went straight into it. And I feel like that gave me enough momentum that when I started to slack, I did slack for a quick second. I'm not even gonna hold you. I slacked off because I had my daughter, and go back into the first thing. You feel what I'm saying? Which was I went to Miami, like the second day I came home. I went to Miami. I did a show right after I did a show with Benny the Butcher. When I went to Miami, I did a video with some chick. I just was in it because she had a fat ass. I ain't know nothing. Like I ain't know who she was.
That
Nothing.
was a little fat ass.
Yeah. And the same week we was like just like chilling on the strip. Boom. Now the dudes we was chilling on the strip would end up being Kyle Rich. The chick whose video it was Diamond the Body. So long story short, I was outside, and you know, like we already done spoke about, in order to get anything done, you just gotta be outside. So that was enough momentum for me. I'm like, okay, I'm already where I need to be. You feel what I'm saying? And I did this show at in Lawrence with Benny the Butcher, and the response that I got was like, okay, boom, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. You feel what I'm saying? So that was 1. 2, another highlight I'll say would be this brother, more busy.
Nigga high as shit.
Yeah, word. He is. But no funny shit. Like I said, I was gonna quit. So the Albial show happened, and I went to that because of this brother. I had seen him at the Boston Versus. So I was supposed to verse Mums. Right. It was supposed to be me versus Mums. So I had to work. He was there. He was supposed to verse somebody else that never came. So now, boom, I'm like, all right, cool. If I leave, I know it's going to him. So I'm like, that's peace. At the time, we wasn't even like super duper in cahoots. We was just both outside. So I said, all right, bet. He does his thing. That show in and of itself was, again, more motivation for me. Gave me more momentum, even though I wasn't in it. But I did the right thing because I don't know if you remember, G Herbo was commenting on it, and he said who really won. You know, we love you, Mums. Herbo said what he said, bro.
Hey,
Like, what you want me to do?
hey.
So
Y'all about to have Mums going live, going crazy.
you know he is.
Crazy.
You know he is.
You about to go crazy.
Brother, Herbo said what he said, brother. You know what you want me to do? So
rematch.
So you feel me? So I see that, and I come outside. I go to the event with the Albial thing, and I always talk about this. It's like I start kicking it with him or whatever, and I tell him about how I had my daughter. I don't even know how that came up. I might have just been high, no funny shit. And he's like, that shouldn't have stopped you. Cause I told him like, yeah, I started slowing down. That's when I was slacking. He's like, nah, don't. He's like, you gotta go harder. I'm like, all right. And I thought about it. I thought about everything I know about him. You know what I mean? Not that, you know, he's not a personal friend of mine. Yet he's somebody that I listen to his music, so I know a little bit of his story. And I said, okay, that makes sense. I listened. started doing more shows. Come outside, I'm with more busy now. Every time more busy outside, I'm outside pretty much. Except for the days that I was getting into it with my girlfriend.
That happens sometimes too.
You feel me?
Like, no cap.
So I'm outside. More momentum. More motivation. People's listening, they feeling the music. Yet more than the music, they feeling the vibe. You feel what I'm saying? And you can't do that. You can't make people feel your vibe from inside your house on your computer or on your phone. It's very hard to do that, right? Virtually impossible. So now we out there and they feeling the vibe. So the vibe, which is crazy, actually makes people feel the music a little bit more because now they know you, right? So now they can relate to you because they know you. And that's what's happening. We outside, we putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? People is relating to us. And the music's actually fire. I'm not even gonna hold you. It's, you know? So, that,
All this comes together.
yeah, that was 2. And here goes 3. This is 3 right here. We're doing 3. This is 3. This is my 3rd interview if I'm not mistaken.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm not an interview type dude. I get to you here. I start talking about the sun, the moon, the stars. Like I don't think nobody's trying to hear about that. Yeah, nah. See, it gets deep. I'll still break it down, but I'm not even going to do that. See, this is like my 3rd interview, and these interviews and getting out my story is therapeutic as much as it is necessary to propel my career. Because the more I get my story out, the more I'm gonna feel like there's somebody out there that understands. I don't even never have to meet this person. And if they hear it, they see it, and they understand, that's one more person that I know is like, you feel me? Like, at least somebody understood me. Because that's all we are fighting for, all of us, right? If a bomb hit the world right now and you was the last person, you'd be searching everywhere for somebody to understand what you're going through. To relate to you, to just be like, yo, just you're not searching for sex. That's not the first thing you're gonna search for. No, you're gonna search for food, and you're gonna search for somebody to go through it with.
Search for some weed, some food, then I'm gonna search for somebody.
The weed gonna be there. The weed we can't go
You know
up
what I'm
with
saying? Like, gotta find the weed because this is gonna be crazy. Like, no funny shit. Gotta find the weed. No funny shit, but nah. I feel like there's a lot of people that can, you know, attest to your story and take a lot from it. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm actually happy that we got a chance to, you know, get you on the podcast, let you tell your story, what the case may be. Because like I said, my viewers definitely need to hear stuff like that as well. So I appreciate you.
Absolutely. I appreciate you. Word.
Feel me? That's love. Hey, yo, before I let you get up out there, let them know your social medias and everything like that, buddy.
Yeah, again, man, I'm Dae Heat, man. DAEHEAT, official _ DAEHEAT on Instagram. And if you type in DAEHEAT on pretty much anything, I should pop up. If like there's no denying this face, man. It's a face only a mother could love, but you know you gotta love me. You feel me? And that's it, man. I'm Dae Heat.
So make sure y'all go pop out February 16th. He's performing. He's gonna be shutting it down along with more beats and some more. So make sure y'all outside, cause I know I'm definitely pop out, show some love, and you know gotta show face. You already know G Hunch represent Talk the Town, represent Masculine. It's been another dope ass, inspirational and educational episode. We out. Wow.